It's raining once again, and it's about to cool off that heat that I was telling you about yesterday. And the bulls were pushing things significantly higher this morning off of outstanding earnings reports from both Microsoft and Meta. And we just saw gigantic moves on those tickers, pushing up significantly. And man, if you were a holder of either ticker, Microsoft or Meta, then congratulations to you. I know some of the members of my community hit well on those, and yeah, they were just beautiful moves by both companies. And today we're going to have Amazon and Apple report, and you'd have to think that after such big moves from both of them that we're not going to see that type of a push from either Apple or Amazon. If you watch my earnings previews, you know that I think that Apple's probably going to get sent lower. It just looks weak. It's probably not going to have the results or the future guidance or innovation that investors are looking for to drive it up. So I think we probably have a little bit more downside there. But I can see Amazon going, and Amazon actually was lifted off of Meta and Microsoft earnings. So that was a positive thing. And at the time I'm recording this, we are seeing some profit taking coming in. We are seeing a little bit of red. And again, what we have to keep in mind is, when do we start to see a little bit of a flip in sentiment? And when do we see a little bit of a dip or correction? And when is that going to happen? Is it going to happen? We don't know. And again, you don't want to try to short this market, because a lot of people have tried to short it and have just gotten wrecked. So, but you just have to keep that in mind, that this thing could flip at any time, and you have to be prepared. I keep saying it, right? I almost feel like my dad used to say, I got to say it because I'm the parent. I'm your dad. I got to say it. It's kind of the same thing. You always have to have that in mind. And that doesn't mean that you can't take advantage of these big bullish pushes, because it's foolish if you don't. You got to trade with the trend, but you always have to have the plan in terms of when you're going to take your profit, how you're going to protect yourself. And I did snag a few puts today as things were up, just to have that hedge to protect in the event that things flip, because August 1st is tomorrow, and typically that's when the weakness comes into play. So got to be prepared. So we'll see if the weakness continues and persists into the end of the day, or if it's just a little blip, if it gets bought back up. But we're probably going to have a little bit of risk off sentiment heading into the earnings from Apple and Amazon. We did get PCE data this morning, which came in a little bit hotter than expected. Nothing crazy. And really not a big move off of that. From that data, tomorrow we're going to get the non-farms payrolls. We're going to get unemployment rate, and if we see weakness in those, if you think back to last year, that's what caused the flash crash. That will be interesting to see if we have bad numbers there, with the consequences for that. So we'll see. In terms of my trades today, what did I do? So I had two. Again, I'm still long Apple. I'm going to be long Apple for quite some time. And if we drop today, I'll be adding to my position depending on where the levels are, and what the guidance is and what is said in the conference call. So I'm long Apple, and I'll be in that for a while. Again, this earnings report really doesn't matter to me. Now, if it crushes and goes higher, I will trim. But my trades today, I actually played Roblox on the earnings announcement for a quick scalp for a nice little W. So in and out in a matter of about a minute and a half, took advantage of that momentum and that pop. And congrats to all the Robloxians out there hitting a new all-time high. That was fun to see. So I was able to capture a win there, and I also snagged a small win on HIMS on some calls, so that was fun to do. And that wrapped up my July trading, another positive month. These last 3 months have been really, really strong. And yeah, the rest of the day just been working on different projects, different things, and getting ready for August. Revisiting my trading plan, looking at all my trades, determining what I'm going to work on to improve in this brand new month, and getting ready to do it all again. Getting ready for a change in sentiment, a little bit of a flip. We'll see if we get that. So that's where we are. The rain continues to fall here. Is this an omen? Is this a signal that the summer rains are coming to cool down the hot market? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what Amazon has to say about the health of the consumer, and we'll see impacts from tariffs on Amazon. We'll see that from Apple as well. And remember back to the May conference call following earnings for Apple, where they said that it was 900 million or 900 billion. I forget what the exact figure was, but that was an expense they were going to incur monthly as a result of tariffs. So we'll see if we get any follow-up on that. But the biggest thing we're looking for from Apple is AI. What do they have to say about AI? So I'll actually be listening to that earnings call, because I want to hear what Tim Cook has to say. So that does it. Rain, here you are. It's going to cool off the temperature. I'm excited. It's going to go down to like 73 tonight. That's going to make for some good sleeping. Open the windows, let some wind in, turn off that artificial air conditioner. It's the NFL Hall of Fame game tonight. Excited about that. I watched the whole thing just because it's football, and it'll be a bunch of collegiate players, undrafted rookie free agents. But that's fun. This is my getting ready for my favorite time of the year. The new year really starts tomorrow. The educator in me, the new year always starts August 1st, so I'm pumped about August. And if it's time to go bear mode, let's go bear mode. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's flip it. And rain, if this is your signal, let's get ready to short. All right, everyone, make it a great day.